guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Emma and I'm currently pregnant with my first little one due in October of this year, which is 2020. Today I am going to be doing Old Wives' Tales gender prediction. So I'm in the middle of my 19th week right now. June 6th, we're doing a little gender reveal, so I have about a week and a half more to wait until I find out, but I thought it would be fun before that to do these little old wives' tales and see if we can predict what the gender is going to be. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. I make videos all about my pregnancy journey, and when my little one gets here, I'll make videos all about my journey as a new mom. So if that's something that you are interested in, then subscribe so you can see more of my content. So I have my computer right here next to me, and I'm gonna be referencing that for a little Old Wives' Tales list. I'm using babychick.com. I will link it below. There's a couple that I'm not really sure how it's gonna be possible, but I'm gonna do my best. So let's just get started. The very first one is whether I am carrying high or low. And they say that carrying high means a boy and carrying low means a girl. I've heard this one a lot before. So let's just take a look. Okay, so it's still very little, but this is my bump right now. And I do feel like my bump is actually kind of high. And the reason that I say that is because if I suck in, I feel like you can see it a lot more. Like I feel like it kind of pulls the top of my stomach out a little bit more and makes my whole stomach look round, so it's harder to see where my actual bump is. I do feel like I'm carrying a little bit high. That is 1 for girls, so I'm gonna try to keep a little tally on the screen. So the next one is basically whether you are carrying all your weight just in your stomach or if you're carrying extra weight all over your body. And thus far, which I'm about halfway through my pregnancy, I feel like the rest of my body looks totally normal except for my stomach. So I would say my only extra weight is actually in my stomach. And according to this website, that means boy. So that's gonna be 1 tally for a boy. Next one is about moody versus mellow. And they say if you are more moody than usual while you're pregnant, then that means you're having a girl. And if you are more relaxed and chill, that means you're having a boy. And I would say I have definitely been a bit emotional since being pregnant. Not all the time, but I've definitely had my moments. So I'm gonna say more moody than usual, which is another tally for girl. Okay, so the next one is a bit confusing for me because this one says it's about sweet versus salty, and it says if you're craving sweet, then that means that you're having a girl, and if you're craving salty, and it says salty or sour, that means you're having a boy. Now, I've definitely been craving sweet over salty, but I've also been craving sour. Sour trumps sweet because I have been getting sour gummy worms, sour Skittles, sour little sweet tart sour things, I don't know what they're called, like all of the time. I have just been wanting sour stuff every day. So I'm gonna give this one to the boy side. So it's another tally for the boys. The next one is about morning sickness, and it says if you suffered from excessive morning sickness during your first trimester, that's a girl, and if it's mild or not very much, then that is for a boy. Now I am gonna put this on the boy side. I did get sick a few times, but most of the times actually that I got sick, if you watch my 18-week update, it was actually from brushing my teeth and my gag reflex being so strong that I made myself sick. I think that happened to me like 3 or 4 times. But other than that, I only got like once or twice maybe. I definitely wasn't like getting sick every single morning, you know, for the entire first trimester or anything excessive. So I'm gonna give this as a point for the boys. The next one is a pregnancy glow, and it says that if you are glowing, then you're having a boy, and if you look tired or you're breaking out, then that means that you are having a girl. Now the first, I would say like 3 weeks 3 through 6-ish, I definitely felt like I was just constantly, my skin was like I was about to have my period, like I just kept getting breakouts for a couple weeks. But since then, my skin has been probably as clear as it's ever been, which has been really, really nice. And my mom did tell me last week that I looked like I was glowing, so I'm gonna give this one to the boys. They're starting to pull ahead. The next one I have never heard of before. It says, is your skin silky smooth or excessively dry? Which is kind of hard because I haven't had either of those things. It says if your skin is drying out more than usual, then that means you're having a boy, and if it's silky smooth, that means you're having a girl. I have never had silky smooth skin, but I wouldn't say it's drying out more than usual. So I guess I'm gonna give this one to the girls, but I don't know that I really fall in either category. The next one is cold feet. It says if your feet are feeling cold now that you're pregnant, then you can be expecting a boy, and if your feet are warm as ever, then you can be having a girl. My feet are always cold. Pregnancy or pre-pregnancy, they're always cold. So I am gonna give this one to the boys, even though it's not a new thing since being pregnant, but they're definitely not warm as ever. So I feel like I can't give it to the girl side, so this is gonna be another point for the boy side. The next one is a little weird. It's about the color of your urine. It says that if your pee is brighter than normal, that means you're having a boy, and if your pee is a dull yellow, that means you're having a girl. I mean, your pee is a little bit different all the time, depending like how much water you drink and stuff. I think I might just throw this question out. It seems a little bit like I would just kind of be giving 1 point to one side or the other without it necessarily being accurate. So I'm not gonna give a point to this because I just truly have not noticed any difference in normal. The next one is the eye test. It says to go look in a mirror for about a minute, and if you notice your pupils dilating, that means you might be having a boy. So I'm gonna go do that real quick and I'll be right. Okay, I'm back. I looked in a mirror for about a minute, didn't notice any difference. So I guess that's gonna be a point for the girl side. Okay, so this says that if your hair is thick, full, and glossy, like you just stepped out of a shampoo commercial, well, wouldn't that be nice? That means that you are having a boy. And if your hair is dull and limp and not any thicker than usual, that means you're having a girl. I would say, if anything, my hair is looking better than usual. I don't know if it's the vitamins or if it's pregnancy or what, but I'm gonna give this to the boy side because I do think that my hair is actually looking better than normal. The next one is one that I've been really looking forward to doing, and that is the ring test. It says that if it swings in a circle, it's a girl, and if it swings from side to side, it's a boy. And I'm gonna bring you guys over there and I'm gonna lay down and we'll see what it does. So it says to use your wedding ring and a piece of your own hair, which sounds a little creepy to be honest, but we're gonna try it. Obviously I'm gonna try to keep my arm as still as possible, so I don't want anyone saying, oh, you were swinging your arm and trying to make it go in a circle and stuff. I'm really not. I'm just gonna hold my arm still against my body. So let's start from being still. Definitely swinging. It wasn't anything extreme, but there was definitely no circle to speak of. It was definitely going back and forth. I hope you were able to see it in the video, so I'm gonna give that as a point for the boys. Okay, the next one I feel like is one that's just not even possible for me to do. It says that if you're able to eat a lot of garlic and not smell like it, then what does that one mean? Then that means you're carrying a girl. But if you eat garlic and it smells like it's coming out of your pores, ew, that means that you're having a boy. I occasionally eat an everything bagel for breakfast, and other than a little, you know, garlicky breath, I don't think that it, you know, smells like it's coming out of my pores. And I'm not just gonna eat a whole clove of garlic to see if it smells like it's coming out of my pores. So I'm just gonna scratch this one like I did with the urine. So sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. The next one's about clumsiness. It says that if you are clumsier than usual, that means you're having a boy. If you remain grounded and still in control of your body, that means you're having a girl. So I'm gonna say that this is a girl one because I haven't been any more clumsy than usual, and I'm definitely still in control of my body. Next one is a little weird to talk about on the internet, but it's about if one boob is bigger than usual. Notice your right breast is bigger than your left breast, that means you might be having a boy. And if your left breast is larger, then that might be you're having a girl. Now, like I said, this is kind of weird to talk about on the internet, but my right one is bigger than my left one, but that is normal for me. That's not new since pregnancy, but I guess I do have to put this in the boy column because the right side is larger. The next one is about the baby's heart rate, which I definitely have been taking note of because I have heard of this old wives' tale. And it says that if the heart rate is over 140, that means it's a girl, and if it's under 140, that means it's a boy. Now at my 12-week appointment, the heart rate was 156, I believe, and at my 16-week appointment, it was 134. I believe. Now this website actually says to wait till you are out of your first trimester. So if I'm referencing my 16-week appointment, then this one definitely falls in the boy category. So the next one is another one that's not really possible for me to do. It says that the higher your blood pressure is 26 weeks before you conceive, that means the higher it is, the more likely you are to conceive. I do tend to run low on blood pressures. My blood pressure, like an average blood pressure for me, is like 100/60. I guess I'm gonna fall in the girl category here, but I mean, definitely didn't do this one right at 26 weeks before I conceived, especially given the fact that I had no idea I was going to be conceiving. The next one's about your partner's weight gain, and it says that if they're gaining sympathy weight, that it means that you're having a girl, and if their weight is remaining the same, that means you're having a boy. My partner's weight has remained the same, so this one is gonna go in the boy category. The very last one is the Chinese calendar, which I have actually heard is like pretty accurate. Basically, you look at your age at conception and the month you conceived in, and it's a big chart, and you kind of like put those together, and then it will tell you what. So I was 23 when I conceived, and it was in the month of January. So let me see what it says. It says boy, so that's going in the boy category. Guys, I'm editing this video and I realized that I missed one, and it is the Linnea Nigra test. And it says that if the line continues above your belly button, that it is a boy, and if it stops at your belly button, that means it's a girl. I just started being able to see this line like about a week ago. So far, it's only below my belly button, so I'm gonna put this on the girl side, but it could change. So I haven't been keeping exact score, but I feel like I've said more boys, so I'm gonna have it here on the screen so you guys know, but I don't really know in this moment. We are finding out on June 6th whether it's gonna be a boy or a girl, and then I am going to be posting that video on June 8th or 9th, I believe. So be sure and stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on it. And I think that's gonna be it for today's video. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. I said all that. Oh, you can follow me on Instagram too. I'll put my handle here so you can find me. And I'm gonna stop babbling now. Have a great week, guys.